Previously on Veterans Moving to Dallas.
Just be good to me.
My name is Sierra Tate. I'm a realtor here in Dallas, Texas, and I want to give you guys a quick video to give you the first 5 steps that you need to take in order to get pre-qualified for a house here in Texas. Now listen up closely. If you let somebody run your credit and you have not taken these steps, you might be in for a big surprise. So listen up closely, and I'm going to educate you on 5 quick steps you can take. What to do is make sure that you reach out to a licensed realtor here in Texas who can recommend you at least 3 qualified lenders here to get you started with an approval. You can get these realtors lists from realtor.com or from the National Association of Realtors here in Texas. I always recommend that you work with a realtor to get your list of lenders because 1, realtors have worked to build relationships with qualified, certified lenders here in Texas. So those are the people that you want to work and do business with, especially because they're going to be handling some of your most valuable information, like your social security number, your pay stubs, information about your job. You want to make sure these are vetted, qualified lenders here in Texas. The next thing you need to do before you start filling out any information is make sure you have a full understanding of your credit score. I'm talking about pulling your own credit reports from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion so you know exactly where your credit score stands. I always say you should know your credit score like you know exactly what's in your bank account. This is very important to make sure that you follow step 2. Before you have anyone pull your credit, it's important for you to already have an understanding of what items are on your credit report, so you already have an idea of what things may need to be disputed, or if you are actually already on track with your credit score. That credit score that we're ideally looking for is anywhere between a 660 to a 740 credit score. Anything beyond that is just golden. After pulling your credit score from all 3 bureaus, either via writing or an email to make sure that you have a great understanding of your credit scores, the 3rd thing that you want to do is to create an electronic file of all of the documentation that is needed in order to apply for a loan for a home. The reason why I say you should create an electronic file is because 99% of the time, the way that you're going to apply for your first home is going to be electronically on the lender's verified app. So you want to make sure that you have a file folder either on your desktop or a laptop that has your main documents needed, such as your most recent tax returns, pay stubs for the last 90 days, photo ID, government documents such as maybe even a marriage license. There's just so many documents, and it's great to be organized by keeping everything in an electronic file. For my veterans, there are even more documents that you want to make sure that you have, including one of the most important documents, and that is your certificate of eligibility that you get from the VA. If you have any questions about that, feel free to schedule a discovery call with me. So now once we have gathered our realtor from realtor.com or the National Association of Realtors, we have maintained and reached out to find what our credit scores are. Then we have created our electronic file. The 4th thing that we are going to do to pre-qualify for a home is to reach out to at least 3 lenders. Yes, that's right, 3 lenders. The reason why you're going to want to reach out to at least 3 lenders is the same reason why you don't go to the first car dealership and purchase your first car. You want to make sure that you get the best deal on your primary investment towards wealth. So you would not stop at the first lender who gives you an application. You want to shop around just like you shop around for that vehicle to make sure you're getting the best interest rate, to see who can give you the best approval amount for your budget, Because again, it's not about getting the most amount of money, but it's about getting the amount that you can afford to get the house that you want to have. So it's important that you reach out to at least 3 lenders. And remember, it's going to be a hard credit pull for them to grab all of your information, but you have up to 45 days to shop around with different lenders for them to pull your credit. And it's usually anywhere between a 2 to 5 point credit drop, but eventually that credit point decrease will actually rise back up. The only thing that will not come off is that inquiry from your credit report. The 5th thing that you want to do to get started after you have applied with all of these lenders, at least 3 of them, is you want to make sure that you are locked in with your realtor and that you stay on top of your application. That means scheduling time with your lender for phone calls, for follow-ups, making sure that you're available for any additional information that they need. That is very imperative before a realtor, especially here in Texas, can take you out to go shop for that house. You need to make sure you get that pre-qualification as soon as possible. I've known lenders that can get it to you within 24 to 48 hours, but it's all about how motivated you are as the buyer. If you make sure that you get in all of the information when they need it, then they will make sure that they provide you a qualification for the home that you look to buy. So it's very important that you save the contact information for each lender in your cell phone. You keep good notes, whether it's either in your phone or on a pen and pad, but make sure that you have all of the information and the point of contacts for the lenders that you're reaching out to, and make sure you stay on top of the information that they're asking you to provide. Once you finish these 5 steps, there's still more information to do, but we'll talk about that in our next video. This is just the first 5 steps to get you started right away. And in addition to this, I'm going to give you a few free tips on how to make sure you're keeping a lender, or you're getting a lender that is actually the best one for you to purchase a house. So some of these tips that I'm going to share with you are very crucial to you succeeding through the home loan process. So the very first tip that you want to follow when purchasing a house with a lender is you want to make sure that the lender that you select, right? The lender that you select is very easily accessible. So that means that you want a lender that you can call and talk to, and you're not always getting their voicemail. You're not always getting their assistant. They make time for your business. So that's the one red flag I would give to any buyer in Texas. If you're not able to reach out to your lender and talk to them, or they don't give you a call back within 48 hours, that's a red flag that you probably don't want to move through the process with them as your main lender to purchase your house. The second flag that I would have for a lender is if they are not in the 20th century with applications. Like, I would prefer a lender who has a mobile app, a way to do an electronic application. So if the lender that you're reaching out to has no means of doing an electronic application to purchase a house, that's actually a red flag, because there's probably other systems that they don't have in-house that you may need in today's world. Like, we're dealing with AI, new generation of technology. We want a lender who has all of the 21st century tools to make sure that your application succeeds and has all of the advantages of other buyers out here on the field. The third main flag that I would have for any buyer looking to purchase with a lender is look into what products they offer. Do they offer just FHA, conventional, and VA? Or do they offer FHA 203? Do they offer fix and flip? Like, how diverse is this lender? You know, what is their knowledge base of the VA loan, for example? You know, because the VA loan, you know, as this channel is Veterans Moving to Dallas, you want a lender who is very knowledgeable about the loan product that you're getting. Otherwise, they could mess up things and you may not even be able to close on the home. So that's a really, I think out of all three of those, that's one of the key things. Like, they have to be a knowledgeable lender. And again, all of these things that we're talking about, these are all things that your real estate agent should be able to help you with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about how to pre-qualify here in Dallas, or how to get your credit score up, or anything to that extent, make sure you give us a call. We will schedule a discovery call with you so we can discuss your file in detail and get you approved. You know, it may not be this year. Like, let's be realistic. It may not be this year, but if we start now, right, there's no telling what can happen for you in the future. But you know what I found? The people who take massive action, they see massive results. The people who wait or delay, they are that much further from their goals in life. So are you an action taker, or are you one of those people that's just going to sit on the sidelines? I hope not. I hope to see you take massive action as we are almost towards the end of 2026. And I'll see you at the finish line. Again, my name is Sierra Tate. I'm a realtor with Dalton Wade Real Estate, and I look forward to servicing you. You guys have a wonderful and blessed week. And remember, somebody loves you.